Do you want to be healthier? Who doesn't? How does reducing your risks of various cancers, diabetes, heart disease, Alzheimer's, and other diseases sound? Want to live a longer life? These are some of the benefits you will receive if you simply eliminate red meat from your diet. It sounds too good to be true, but becoming more and more apparent that red meat is not good for you. I have done research using sources such as the MSN Health website, the Harvard Crimson, the book The Myth of Alzheimer's, and various newspaper articles. Today I'm going to discuss the effects that red meat can have on your body, the reasons why many people assume it is perfectly healthy, and how you can make smarter decisions regarding eating red meat. I know that you would not want to cause your body any harm, right? Listen up, it can be avoided. We can start by looking at exactly why a diet high in red meat is dangerous. The National Cancer Institute researchers note that a quarter-pound hamburger or a small pork chop eaten on a daily basis could increase your risk for many cancers. In a study conducted by the American Cancer Society, the men and women eating the most red meat were found to have a 31% and 36% greater risk of dying from any cause at all than the men and women who ate the least red meat. In the same study, the risk of dying from cardiovascular disease was 27% higher for men and 50% for women. Red meat has been specifically linked to an increase in breast cancer, according to a study conducted by Harvard Medical School researchers. Meat doesn't stop at hurting your health and causing you cancer. Red meat has also been linked to diabetes and Alzheimer's. After hearing about all of these potentially deadly long-term effects, who would even want to touch red meat? The evidence that eating red meat is unhealthy is there. Why are hamburgers still so popular? Who would want to feed themselves something that can be so dangerous? Those who think that a diet full of red meat is simply healthy are misinformed. People look to long-living individuals such as Julia Child, who attributes their well-being to foods such as red meat. They think that if it worked for her, it could work for them. I think that we can all agree that Julia Child is not a physician and perhaps ill-suited to give dietary advice. Wouldn't you say? In addition to listening to unsound advice, people read that the effects of red meat on the body are not rock solid. It is really hard to get concrete information on exactly what red meat does to the body. Walter Willett, a chair of the Department of Nutrition at Harvard, says, that's exactly the same argument used by cigarette manufacturers to say that smoking is not harmful. The perfect study will never be done. Although there are many unanswered questions, it would seem logical to stay away from something that is potentially deadly. Wouldn't you agree? Although red meat can be unhealthy, there are lots of other foods that are considered good for your body. A diet that is rich in fruits and vegetables is very helpful. There is iron in vegetables, but it's not absorbed whether you need it or not, like it is when you eat red meat. Instead of choosing red meat at dinner, which is high in the omega-6 fats that are associated with poor cardiovascular health, you can choose salmon, which is full of the protective omega-3 fats instead. I know that not everyone will totally eliminate red meat from their diet, right? For those of you who will not eliminate it completely, you can take comfort in the fact that the greatest risk is for the people eating more than 18 ounces a week. So even cutting back on it is helpful and has health benefits. So, in conclusion, there are many benefits to eliminating red meat from your diet or simply eating less red meat. Today, I have discussed the effects of red meat on the body and why people may think that red meat is healthier than it actually is, and what you might want to eat instead of red meat. I hope that you have learned something about red meat and what you can all do to become healthier in the future. So, Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Oh, she got